Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comic books for May 21st, 2025. I'm Mike Spiderslayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content and you like me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, and you've been watching for a while and you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, guys, I think you should hit it. All right, so what's this series about, you're asking? Well, this is the top 10 most pulled comic books, and I get this data from one website only. It's leagueofcomicgeeks.com. This is a free website where you can create your own pull list, and these numbers come from all of you that decide to use this website and put these comic books on your pull list. Remember, it's not definitive sales. It's just comic books that people are excited about. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and let's get started. So before we even get to the top 10, each week I have 5 books that are clawing their way in to try to get into the top 10. And our first book that's on the outside looking in is Zaneta. This is issue 4. This is a 32-page comic for the price of $4. This book does have 4,562 pulls, which is pretty solid for a book this low. It's written and drawn by Jamal Campbell. Now, when it comes to this book, the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. After the first issue, I thought this story seemed pretty interesting, but then by the end of the second issue, I could not get into the supporting cast. So unfortunately, I did not read issue 3, and I will not be reading this series going forward. However, if you like this book, that's totally awesome. If you're a Zaneta fan, I think you're gonna love this book as well. But for me, like I said, just not my thing. Our second book that's on the outside looking in goes to Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu. This is issue 8. The legacy numbering here is 248, 32 pages for the price of $4. This book does have 4,805 pulls. It's written by Jed MacKay, and the art is done by Dave Paramack. This is the one book that Jed MacKay hits out of the park right now. He does a great Moon Knight. He's been writing the book for a very long time, his longest running series, and it's interesting. I love the way Moon Knight is written. I love the supporting cast in here, and in this time, it looks like Moon Knight is going to do battle against Achilles' Fairchild right-hand man, which is by the name of Carver, who killed the Midnight Mission. So, pretty interesting stuff here. Looking forward to the issue. How many of you guys are reading Moon Knight right now? Don't agree with these pull numbers and you want to make a difference? Just join League of Comic Geeks. It's absolutely for free, guys, and you can create your own pull list and make a difference in these pull numbers. And this is not no paid sponsorship. I've just been using this site for like forever, and I think it's a great resource. But the third book that's on the outside looking in, it goes to Exceptional X-Men. This is issue 9. It's 32 pages for the price of $4. This book has 5,300 pulls. That's pretty solid for this low. It's written by Eve L. Ewing, and the art is done by Carmen Canero. When it comes to this book, it has Emma Frost and Kitty Pryde in it. So if you're a fan of this series, it might be because of these characters. I don't know about the other characters, right? But it looks like Emma's going to be going against Mr. Sinister in here and entering his mind. That could be a cool story. Our fourth book that's on the outside looking in goes to The Incredible Hulk. This is the milestone issue 25. Legacy numbering is 806, 40 pages, $5. It's a wraparound cover. And this one has 5,379 pulls. This one's written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. The artwork in this issue, I would hope, of course, is Nick Klein, which is good because it is a 40-page milestone issue where it looks like you're going to get Hulk maybe doing battle against Thor. That's a very iconic battle here. We've seen it many times, but that Nick Klein artwork is definitely going to elevate this book to the next level, at least for this one issue. So I might even pick up this issue. I officially dropped this book, but I might want to see that battle that happens. Our final book that's on the outside looking in seems to be gaining ground in the top 10, and that's The New Gods. This is issue 6. It's a 32-page comic for the price of $4 here. The pull number is 6,013 pulls. It's written by Ram V, and the art is done by Felipe Andrade. When it came to this book, I just couldn't fully understand all the lore and everything that goes into the New Gods and New Genesis. So it's a book that's just not for me. I'm not saying that this is a bad book in any stretch of the imagination. There was a couple of plot lines that was going on that I got, but just everything that attached itself to it, I just, again, could not get into. But I am happy that you guys have a New Gods book and that you're really enjoying it. We have now made our way to the top 10, so welcome. And here we go. Coming in at number 10, it goes to Titans, issue 23. Unfortunately, this is a book that I did drop. It was just losing me. I didn't find any new or interesting plot lines going on in here. It just seemed a little bit slow for me. This one is 32 pages for the price of $4. And this one does have 6,227 pulls, written by John Layman, and the art is done by Pete Woods. Now, I guess the catch in this one is there's a new Titan on the roster. I don't know who that character is. So if you know who it is, let me know in the comments below. It looks like it's affecting Cyborg in some way. So I don't know. If you're reading it, we'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys think of Titans right now. Coming in at number 9, we have Batman and Robin Year 1, issue 7. This is a good book. I've enjoyed it. It's 32 pages for the price of $4. This book still hovering in the 6,000 mark. 6,286 pulls. It's written by Mark Waid, and the art is done by Chris Samney. I absolutely love Chris Samney's artwork. He definitely catches the feel of that Year 1 vibe when it comes to Batman and Dick Grayson working together. It's pretty fun. I love the dynamic between Batman and Robin, how they're trying to get along with each other. We got the whole situation with child services always checking in on them. We got this mob boss mentality going on with this series. So there's a lot of little different elements that's going on, but again, I love how you get that relationship between Batman and Robin developing. Coming in at number 8, you guys are still reading it. We got Wonder Woman, and this is issue 21. Legacy numbering here is 821, 40 pages, $5. This book has 6,709 pulls. Can't get away from that number. Written by Tom King, and the artwork is different as well. We have Goliam March, who's on the artwork instead of Sam Pree. When it comes to this book, I haven't read it in I don't know, since issue 5 or 6. This time around, it looks like we got Wonder Woman teaming up with Batman to solve a case. And that could be a fun story, but where does the actual book go from here, right? Tom King, when it comes to his ongoing series, tends to drag things out, and it gets boring, it gets stagnant, and it's just... I just don't like his writing in many ways. It tends to get long-winded, and I will not continue to even try to read this book right now. So let me know where you guys stand on Wonder Woman. Getting closer to the top 5, but dropping out of that top 5 again is The Amazing Spider-Man issue 4, coming in at number 7. And the legacy numbering here is 968. It's 32 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 7,606 pulls. It's about where it has been since its release. It's written by Joe Kelly, and the art is done by Pepe Larraz. There's nothing here propelling this book to elite status, right? For years, people have always said, oh yeah, I'm buying Amazing Spider-Man. It looks like a lot of people said, you know what? I'm done, until proven otherwise. And I can honestly say, as the person that reads every single Amazing Spider-Man comic book, there isn't anything here that's propelling this book to the next level. Will it in issue 4? I guess we'll find out. Just right outside the top 5, coming in at number 6 goes to Fantastic Four. This is issue 32. It's down one spot from last month. Legacy numbering 725. Legacy numbering 725. 32 pages, $4. This book has 8,327 pulls. We're cooking now. Now we're starting to increase. It's written by Ryan North, and the penciler is Corey Smith, who does solid artwork. We're going to see what this book is about. I feel like it's obviously the best tie-in book it needs to be, since it's connected to the One World Under Doom. And we're going to see what Valeria, is in this series, right? And how she helps or defeats Dr. Doom, or maybe is the voice of reason for him. Because when it comes to this event as a whole, I feel like the wheels are starting to fall off the wagon here, man. It's relying on this cheap battle between him and Dormammu to fill up space. Welcome to the top 5. Yes, guys, coming in at number 5 is Batman Superman, World's Finest. This is issue 39. This book is 32 pages for the price of $4. This book has 11,395 pulls. We're heating up now. Mark Waid is the writer, and the art is done by Clayton Henry. This is part 4 of the We Are Yesterday storyline. Now, when it comes to this story, I'm not reading it. I don't read World's Finest, and I don't read Justice League Unlimited anymore, so I decided, you know what? I'm just going to pass on this one. I don't usually pass on so many events or crossover stuff, but with 2 books that I don't normally read, to having a crossover event with each other, there's no point. But if you guys are liking it, let me know in the comments below. It looks like Gorilla Grodd is the main bad guy in this one. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, you're enjoying it. Just outside the top 3 and coming in at number 4 is The Ultimates. This is issue 12. 32 pages for the price of $5. This book has 13,669 pulls, written by Denise Camp, and the art is done by Juan Frigeri. When it comes to this book, it looks like we're going to get a couple of Avengers disassembling here. So there's a fracture in the team, there's a disagreement between 2 members, and how our teams possibly could separate, I don't know. We shall see. This book has been pretty good overall. There's been a couple issues that I haven't really liked. Hopefully we get back to the main story here. And and then we'll see where it goes. Here we are, the top 3. And I think this book is better than the top 2. And like I said, if you want to change that, become a member of LeagueOfComicGeeks.com. It's absolutely for free. Create that pull list, change those numbers, make a difference in the comic community. Number 3 goes to Absolute Flash, issue 3. The Rogues Press the Attack. That's what this book is. It's been chaotic. It's been crazy. Wally West is trying to figure out what his powers are. And we're going to see if the Rogues actually catch him. It's 32 pages for the price of $5. This one has 13,728 pulls. That's solid, especially for an alternate universe book, right? This one, again, is written by Jeff Lemire, and the art is done by Nick Robles. I love this book. I love how it's purposely made to make you all confused and all over the place, so you can experience what Wally West is going through. Coming in at number 2, there's no surprise here, is Nightwing issue 126. However, I officially dropped the book. I don't think the storytelling is nearly as strong, and the artwork is good, but it's just, I don't know, this has been pretty bad in my eyes. It's 32 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 13,896 pulls. It's written by Dan Waters, and the artwork is done by Francisco Francavilla. I probably said that horribly wrong. But anyway, when it comes to this book, it looks like Bloodhaven's first corrupt police officer has come back from the dead and is going against Dick Grayson. I really don't want to read that. I don't know. I just feel like this story has not been that great overall, or this run since he has taken it over. You guys could completely disagree. Nightwing fans will read it probably no matter what. That's why it's so high on the list. Am I right? So after number 1, we are not done, as we have Spider Slayer's sleeper pick to discuss, because I showed you some of the top most pulled comic books, but there might be a comic book in the sleeper section that you might want to pick up, and I'm going to showcase that book for you in a couple minutes. Also, I am releasing a new video series called The Sleeper Pick, Where Are They Now? It's a series where it's coming out quarterly, where I go over all of those sleeper picks from this video to see if they've continued to be on my pull list, and we find out from you if they're on your pull list. So, cool stuff here, how the sleeper pick has developed its own spin-off series. But coming in at number 1, we have Detective Comics issue 1097. This book is 32 pages for the price of $5. Detective Comics holds strong all the time, but the pull number here is maybe not as strong as I would say an Absolute Batman, right? Or maybe Ultimate Spider-Man. This one does have 14,355 pulls, written by Tom Taylor, and the art is done by Lee Garbett. When it comes to this book, this is the time where you want to jump on. It's coming off of the whole asthma storyline, and we're going to probably continue to dive into Batman's past with Joe Chill and all that other stuff. Now it's time for Spider Slayer's sleeper pick, and this goes to Sleep, issue 1. Go figure, it's called that, right? It's published by Image Comics. It's 32 pages for the price of $4. This one ranks low, man. It ranks number 49 on the list. It does have 550 pulls. It's written and drawn by Xander Cannon. Now, this sounded interesting because it reminded me of Nightmare on Elm Street 2, if you guys ever saw that, or Marvel's Sleepwalker. And here is the description. It says, when Jonathan Reason falls asleep, he becomes something else every night. It stalks his quiet town, killing. So that could be interesting, right? Could this book rise to the top? Could it be on the top of your pull list each week? I don't know. Time will tell. That's why I do this sleeper pick. And like I said, we'll find out in a few months if this one is still on my pull list. So there you guys have it. There are the top 10 most pulled comic books for this current comic book week that is happening. Do you agree or disagree? And if you want to make a difference, like I said, join LeagueOfComicGeeks.com absolutely for free. I'm going to leave you more content right here for you to click on. In fact, it's the new series, The Sleeper Pick, Where Are They Now? See where these past couple of months sleeper picks stand on my pull list. And as always, guys, support those local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always remember, read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you real soon.